Smoke billows in Samara, where a car bomb killed more than a dozen people. Attacks blamed on a resurgent al-Qaeda and renewed Sunni-Shiite strife have left as many as 7,000 dead this year. It's a level not seen since the worst of Iraq's civil war between 2006 and 2008. In Baghdad, before his departure, Prime Minister al-Maliki said Iraq needs more military aid.
The urgent thing that we will discuss during meetings of the Higher Joint Security Committee is to supply Iraq as quickly as possible with weapons of offensive nature to combat terrorism and to chase the armed groups and terrorist organizations.
Mr. Maliki's first meeting in Washington was with Vice President Joe Biden.
We're committed to strengthening the security in Iraq as well as an enduring partnership.
Other concerns include corruption and what Georgetown University professor Joseph Sassoon calls growing authoritarianism.
I think that the Sunnis, such as Alawi, have been pushed on the side. And I think most decisions are really reached in a very centralized way that is preventing really any proper democracy from developing.
It's not what President Obama hoped for when he last welcomed Mr. Maliki in 2011 and said he was impressed by progress in Iraq.
Millions have cast their ballots, some risking or giving their lives, to vote in free elections. The Prime Minister leads Iraq's most inclusive government yet.
Members of Congress have urged Mr. Obama to press Mr. Maliki on better governance and political issues. Stephen Cook of the Council on Foreign Relations says Iraq as a state could be at risk.
So I think the idea is contain Maliki, contain the Iraq situation, and keep your fingers crossed that for the remainder of the president's term, nothing happens that we actually have to confront the idea that a major Middle Eastern country is actually coming apart.
Joseph Sassoon says Iraq has been a lower priority for the Obama administration as it focused on Syria, Egypt, and negotiations with Iran.
One visit every year or 2 years or 4 years is not really enough.
Initial talks with the Iraqi Prime Minister included what a senior administration official called a frank discussion about U.S. demands that Baghdad completely halt arms and equipment flowing from Iran to Syria through Iraq. The official said Iraq needs an overall strategic approach to battle al-Qaeda and deal with sectarian conflict, not just military aid. Dan Robinson, VOA News, the White House.